One of her most revealing interviews yet this week, speaking openly on the New Heights podcast with boyfriend Travis Kelce. Swift bypassed traditional media, taking complete control of her narrative. Fans noticed she dropped her interview voice, sharing personal insights safely. The podcast drew 1.3 million viewers live, becoming YouTube's most viewed podcast launch. Let's dig deeper into this.
Taylor Swift gave one of her most unguarded interviews yet, speaking openly on the New Heights podcast with Travis Kelce. She bypassed traditional media outlets entirely, taking full control of her narrative and sharing her story on her own terms. Fans noted she dropped her interview voice, revealing personal details while maintaining complete control over what gets out. The podcast premiere drew 1.3 million live viewers, becoming the most viewed podcast launch in YouTube history. Swift shared inside details on her music career, including working with Max Martin and negotiating her masters with Shamrock Capital. Following a 6-year battle, Swift now owns her masters, giving her total control over her music and legacy. With just 2 months until the life of a showgirl, Swift continues to show the media needs her more than she needs them. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
Now over to Hollywood, where actress Emily Blunt has unveiled her new look on the set of The Devil Wears Prada 2 in New York City. She sported a bleach blonde bob with a shadow root, a sharp departure from her original character's signature deep red hair. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep and Emily Blunt and also Stanley Tucci will reprise their roles. The sequel also features Lucy Liu, Justin Theroux, BJ Novak, Pauline Chalamet, Simone Ashley, Kenneth Branagh and Broadway stars Helen J. Shen and Conrad Ricamora. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is expected to hit theatres on May the 1st, 2026. We're now joined by our guest, Amrita Roy, who's a filmmaker and director. She joins us live from Mumbai. Thank you very much, Amrita, for joining us here on NewsX World Hollywood Calling. What does Emily Blunt's new bold blonde look reveal about her character's evolution in The Devil Wears Prada 2?
Hi, thanks. Actually, Emily Blunt's new character is all you see is a very big dynamic shift from her previous role in the original Devil Wears Prada. And then now she's into this blonde look. It is, of course, a power figure. So, with this blonde look, earlier, when we see the Emily Blunt's character, she was intimidating, but she was an aspiring fashion megastar. She was always looking towards Miranda Priestly, but now it seems like in 20 years gap, she has already reached there. So she defines a very powerful persona with her hairstyle and her look, her costumes. So audience may think that this is something very drastic character change. There's a difference in character arc from previous role to this role is going to happen. So yeah, Emily Blunt is perhaps she has got what she wanted to. She was an ambitious fashion persona. She wanted to make a career and she was looking towards Miranda Priestly as a mentor. And this persona is giving a lot of shades, It's not only power, but of course there is a hint of this could be like a rivalry or something, a power struggle, like she could have been a new Miranda Priestly or something like that. So yeah, this has made all the audience very, very curious that how the sequel story is going to be. Is it a continuation of the same character? But definitely not, because now you see it's 20 years gap and there is a lot shift in the fashion scenario. There are big conglomerate and digital media, PR and fashion has taken all together very, very different routes. So this look is giving a lot of curiosity where Emily is these days, where she has shifted in 20 years. Has she overtaken Miranda Priestley, or has she become a rebel, or has she become a boss? And what is going to happen? So I guess this is very curious and very interesting look they have created for Emily Blunt.
Yes, and just briefly, how does the return of Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep and Stanley Tucci shape expectations for the sequel?
Very high expectations, because original Devil Wears Prada was such a massive hit and audience is still not forgotten. So these four characters were the pillars of the movie, and we want to see what happened to them in 20 years time span. Did Stanley Tucci, he was an ambitious but not very aggressive person. So has she achieved his dreams? What happened to Miranda Priestley? What happened to Andy? Has she maintained her ideology and made her name in the fashion or journalism?
Yes.
What happened to Emily? So, we all are very, very glued and very, very curious to see what happened to these four very, very dear and very fascinating, very good looking and very, very interesting characters.
Amrita, do stay with us to discuss further stories. We stay in the world of Hollywood. Could